The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the line, here's 2nd and 2. We'll give now to Campbell, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3rd and 2, Watson, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On play action. Now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's finally taken down. It's a big gain there, and what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it. And all deep in his own territory. Cuffs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Mike Williams, 54 yards. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On play action, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a toss here, short side. Dances by him. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively.
It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now Chubb running right. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from the 20.
And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Cleveland offense making their way out. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down as they'll mark this just over the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A give running right is Chubb. Pushes past him. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. and now they're in the hurry-up. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 43, here's second down and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
4th down, 10 yards to go. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Still first down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner,
There he goes left side. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Well, 1 win down. Still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports. But a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.